My name is Marshall, and I work with the Long Beach Recruitment Awareness Project, as well as a couple other things. And what we try to do is we try to go into the schools and try to keep people from just joining the military without knowing what they're getting into. That's one of the things I do. I think this is great that everybody's come out. Somebody talked a little bit about technology. I'm kind of old. I grew up in the 60s. I was out fighting the Vietnam War. Now I'm fighting the wars in Iraq, Afghanistan, Yemen, wherever whatever. So I feel like I've been fighting for years and years and years. But in those days, you could walk out on Firestone Boulevard, you could walk out in any community and get a job just like that. And now we have unemployment that's unbelievable. We have foreclosures. We have people that are never going to work again, who have given up working. And somebody was talking about technology. The thing is, we've got to take the technology for ourselves and use it for us. The corporations are bankrupting America. The whole system of money is falling apart. Now Europe is, Greece is going bankrupt. We actually have to take over these corporations and run them for our benefit, not for profit. So I wanted to thank everybody who's here. Thank you.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Marshall Blasowski, and I work with the Long Beach Recruitment Awareness Project, and I'm actually the co-chair. And what our purpose is to inform students about the risks of joining the military and to enable them to make a choice. We're not necessarily anti-military. We just want them to make an informed choice about joining the military. Because a lot of recruiters come into the school and they basically promise the young people, the 18-year-olds, whatever they, anything. And they say, oh, you won't do combat, you won't be in combat, you won't, you're going to get any job you want to be a computer operator, you want to run this, run this machine or whatever, you want to get trained for schools. But what happens is a lot of times they'll just end up in Afghanistan or Iraq. So we actually have these things called peace clubs, and they're clubs of students that are dedicated to peace, or bringing peace to their schools, and being kind of against the military recruiters.
And are you a veteran yourself?
No, actually I'm not a veteran. I would say that I'm probably a veteran of the anti-war movement in Vietnam, during the Vietnam War.
Okay.
So that's my veteran. I've worked with a lot of, did a lot of draft counseling, and I worked with getting soldiers out of the military during the Vietnam War. So.
And the schools allow you to come in as like the adult mentor of these peace clubs?
Yes, actually they do. Well, they really can't. What happens is, like in our school system here in Long Beach, they're supposed to cooperate with the military. So what happens is there's somebody named Sergeant Brown, I think that's his name, and he comes into the he goes to 2 schools, and he's there he's there every week in each one of these schools, and he actually makes announcements for the teachers and the principals. He has complete access to the school. So, I mean, this is what we're trying to counter. So they actually can't keep us out of the schools if we really want to be there. So what we do is we find a teacher to be the sponsor of these peace clubs, and then we basically support the peace clubs. And all we need is 1 or 2 students, and then they kind of build a student, they'll get a membership.
Right.
So,
and then you provide them with materials.
Exactly, yeah. And we actually have meetings with them, and yeah, we provide them materials, whatever they need. So, and they have, like, many of these peace clubs have little agendas, but the most significant things they'll do is on the days that the recruiters are there and have tables, a lot of times the Peace Club people will surround the tables and will actually chase out the military recruiters, which is probably one of the best things they could do.
And they do that with questions or
Just some of them just have had like a little mini demonstration within the high school.
and
They just,
and you train them on how to do this with peaceful resistance, or
Well, no, actually, we don't. That sort of it's very spontaneous. We don't actually give them those things in the schools. The students have much more power than the teachers. They have much more power than I do as a community person. Even the parents, the students have all the power, and if they want to do something, they'll do it.
Right.
So, and we just kind of enable it. So. We try to help. We try to support them. So,
well, thank you so much for your time. I
Yeah.
appreciate the interview.
sure, that's good.